What's up, my family? Tom Arnone, HUD Radio, here to talk to you about Manscaped. Love their products, especially the Lawnmower 4.0. Just got mine in. You try to go and use a regular razor, it's bloody. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're all nicked up. Not a good time. Lawnmower 4.0, I'm walking around feeling delicious. Look, take a look. Just got you. Gotcha. But Manscaped, you'll be taken care of head to toe, guaranteed. Get 20% off and free shipping with code HUD at manscaped.com. Go check them out.
The only positive is there's nobody on the defense I want back. That you get rid of the whole defense right now. Like, okay, Hargrave, sure, I would trade him too. I would trade everybody that's tradable on this defense. Like Fletcher Cox, anybody want him? Right? I'm in that mode right now. I'm in that mode. Like I'll take a fourth round pick back for him. Whatever, get rid of the money. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's where you're at. Because you thought maybe with some of these veterans that you could still maybe compete and win games. But if you get to the deadline and you're not even competitive, I mean, you have to clear house then. You have to start over and let the rebuild that you said was going to happen, Jeffrey Lurie, didn't just happen, right? Because the halfway in is not going to work for any of us, especially when the halfway in isn't good enough. Make sense? Like keeping Fletcher and some of these guys, it's like, dude, if somebody wants Darius Slay, let him come off for a package, right? At this point, like, what's he good for us now?
You're completely spot on, and I think a lot of these restructures kind of have set that up to where after this year, there's not a lot of guaranteed money attached to these guys.
Oh, yep.
So I think that was the restructure last year with Darius, right? It allows us to potentially trade him this year and not eat a lot of money going forward. I'm sure the same thing with Fletch. I think this is actually also like Lane, the last year of Lane's actual deal. Now, granted, he's got triggers to connect in more because they keep pushing his can down the line. But I think to that point, Tommy, they have set up a lot of these contracts to where a lot of their guaranteed money has been paid out to where they're not eating a bunch of dead cap if we get into fire sale mode.
It should be fire sale mode. If you're not winning games by the deadline, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're winning games and you feel good about yourself, then obviously not. But if you're playing at the rate now of 1 and 3s, right? Like after 4s, then I think by the deadline, which is what, week 8, 9, that you have to just be saying, okay, I'll take what I can get. Right? Because any pick's a win for you then.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to keep these guys anyway. So take a 4th, take a 5th. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? And you try to use some of them things to maneuver around it and get up, more picks in the 2nd round, 3rd round, that you can find some guys that can help this roster moving forward. Because you're in that mode where you need as many as you can get. Because you have a ton of money. So it's not like you don't have a ton of money. I mean, you can reshape this roster in 1 year really good if you wanted to. With 3 firsts, right, guys? 3 firsts, a lot of money. I mean, this roster can look completely different. All your jerseys that you own won't be here anymore, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could look really different. And I'm all in for it. Like, I'm ready. The Super Bowl year and all that fun stuff, that's over now, right? Yeah. So it's time to move on from some of these guys that we love that just, guess what? Like Fletcher. Like, I love Fletcher. I love Lane. But if somebody's going to offer me something for both of them guys, I got to make the move.
No, absolutely.
And I think anybody that says they want it is just crazy. Now, right now, I'm not going to do it because I got plenty. I got a lot of season left.
I was in that mode in this offseason, right? I mean, we were kind of, some of us were, at least I know I was like, hey, let's see what we can get going into the draft, right? See what you can get and then see what we can turn into. Because I didn't think this, I didn't think even with this year we were going to be very good. So,
no, I agree.
But now that we're here officially,
yeah,
bottoms up.
Yeah, no, and to Tommy's point, we'll see what happens. You're still going to play the games, but you're possibly looking, at least to me, on paper, at a 2-7 burger. You know what I mean? By the time the trade deadline, if you're talking about week 9, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, looking on paper, that's why they play the game. So who knows? But if you're 2-7, that's fire sale time.